Alright, looks like we're live. Checking. Okay. I haven't been live in a while. Okay, desktop audio looks like it's... I have that turned off though. Should be okay. Probably shouldn't have it turned off though.
I'll come back here.
There we go. I don't know how loud it is, so... If it's too loud or not loud enough, someone can let me know. Well, my wife is... Sounds like she's getting ready to make dinner, or at least preparing dinner early anyway. There we go. At least I fixed the overlay, at least somewhat. I know there's a bunch of blank space in the on the video capture, but I'm not exactly sure how to fill that in without moving my camera. Maybe there's a way to pull my camera to the front. Maybe I can do that. That way I can have the little corner, because that little corner probably isn't necessary. I'll try that real quick.
Get away from it. Oh, wait, no. Okay,
Yeah, I'm not sure if level affects the colors of crowned enemies, but what I do know is that crowned enemies have the gold crown. It's actually gold. It's silver gold are the two best. And anyway, gold crown is pretty rare, with green and blue being the most common, and pink is somewhat rare. But I don't know what the chances of them spawning are, and I haven't tested if rackboard helps with that at all, and I don't think it does. Based on everything I've seen, I don't think rackboard helps with really much of anything at this point. Also level 646 already, so... Hey Matthew, did you get my did you see my comment that I left on YouTube about auto leveling? I can show that off in this video as well. I'm gonna actually, I'll probably make a separate video about that to get a understanding of how I do it. I'm also curious if that crowned enemy in Venom Jungle, the one that has the most HP of any enemy in the game, I'm curious if that thing has something special that it drops. I didn't really test it too much.
That's what I'm talking about.
But it has more HP when it's crowned than even Epic Numemon, whatever you want to call that thing. King Numemon, Epic Numemon, whatever. I hear all the speedrunners call it Epic Numemon, as Fire would say. Never. My son is talking in the background. It's very distracting. So, I apologize for that.
Hey Dad, look. Chickens can watch television now.
No, if you move away or despawn them or do anything, it will always be the same crowned Digimon that spawns again. Because the spawn is predetermined when you load the area. I've tested that a lot. I did a lot of save states on each crowned enemy. And every time, it doesn't matter what you do to try to change the RNG around, it always... Yes, I mean the crowned scorpion. Yes. That's exactly the one I'm talking about. But as you load the area where the crowned Digimon is, the spawn is predetermined when it loads. No amount of save stating will change that. I've tried. Even the color is predetermined. What color it will be. So you can't even save state to change the color. You can save state to change its drops, which is how I got data on which... So I can say with very good certainty, I would say 80% certainty, that red data is more common with stronger crown Digimon. So the stronger the crown. So gold crown, you are more likely to get red data drops than you are with a green or blue crown, regardless of what difficulty you're playing on. The difficulty doesn't seem to matter much. I didn't try on normal mode, just hard mode and very hard mode. The difference between hard and very hard is negligible at best.
There it is.
But as an example, I did
Nope, here he is.
70 resets on a Crown Digimon who was Blue Crown. And out of 70 resets, only 6 times did it drop red data. And then I did 70 resets on a Gold Crown, or was it Gold or Silver? It might have been Silver Crown. On a Silver Crown Mummymon. And out of 70 resets, it dropped red data 25 times. It's very, very more... It's much more likely to drop red data based on the strength of the Crown Digimon. Blaine, quiet.
Did chickens and mouse eat?
King Numimon can change if you use save states? What do you mean by that? Blaine, please quiet down. I'm trying to hear Mom. Oh, she's talking to her mom. Never mind. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I don't know what you mean by King Numimon can change if you use save states. His drop can change, the color of the drop, any of that stuff can change, yeah, but if he spawns, he always spawns. Yeah, you can reload for mods and color. Yeah, that you can do. Even on the Crown Digimon, you can reload for the item drop, yes. But you cannot reload for the enemy spawn itself. So in a way, they're very similar to Epic Numimon in that you must meet conditions in order for them to spawn. If that makes sense. And I still don't know what those conditions are to spawn Epic Numimon, but I have noticed a very unique caveat when doing this item road running recently. And that's that doing a side quest resets the main dungeons. So I wonder, and I don't know why that is, and I never noticed it before. So it makes me wonder if I cleared every dungeon instead of doing a hard reset on the game, couldn't I just do a side quest to reset all those dungeons and run back through again to respawn Numimon? That's something I'm curious about because that would save a marginal amount of time at least. So that's something worth trying. And then the question is, does it change anything if you do that? I don't think it does, but we could try. And the other thing to note is I still need to try doing a side quest boss in replacement for a regular boss. Haven't tried that yet. Also, I have no idea how much data I have because I don't bother checking anymore. So, fantastic. Probably check at this run because I think this is like run number 10 or something. Maybe 11. Not 100% sure. Okay, 7,300 data. Not bad. Oh, another thing to make note of is you need to make a save state before you kill, like King Numimon. You would need to do a save state before you kill him, so the item drop changes. If you save state when the item drop drops, you've just completely, you've wasted your time, essentially, because the item drop can't be different anymore. I've noticed that, and regardless of what I try to do to change it, the item drop is always the same once it drops. So, at least that means in PS2 version, if you ever play, that the item drop, once it's dropped, is always consistent. So, whether or not it has mods is irrelevant. Once it drops, it will either have them or it won't. So, doing anything like breaking boxes or anything to try and manipulate RNG won't do anything for you. By the way, Matthew, after doing some testing, I think you were right. It's better to just go to those last 4 boxes down there and then go back instead of going up and getting the rest of those chests. So I stopped doing it that way. But I still get that one extra chest because it despawns the enemies and makes the game, it makes it easier to go back through the dungeon. So I do pick up that one extra. Gallantmon is almost ready to start using as well. I mean, technically he's ready to start using. I just haven't bothered to do it. Being very technically. Yes, I realize that, yeah. It does recognize that you have fought the bosses even with Cyclops, but that is true. That's how the speedrun works in the first place, is that much is true. I always suspected that was the case anyway. However, one bad thing about it is you do have to hit the switches each time. Or, no, you have to do the switches once. And then in order to get to the... No, you would have to do them again to get to the boss, yeah. To get to the... No, you have to do another double jump, excuse me. That's right, yeah. I'm forgetting myself here. So you have to do a double jump the first time to hit the switches to go inside Mecha Nest and Electromine. Electromine, yeah. And then you have to do another double jump to get up to the area going to the final boss. Because the platform isn't raised because you're in a side quest, so the game doesn't recognize that part. It recognizes you in the side quest area, Battle Arena. It doesn't recognize you in Machine Pit, so... That's the only caveat to that. But it makes sense the game recognizes that you completed the dungeons because you already have the IDs, so it makes sense. But for a signature weapon run, the IDs don't matter. You don't have to pick up the IDs, Numemon will still spawn. You don't even have to watch the death animation, because in my video I illustrated that I gated out perfectly each time, almost each time. And the death animation doesn't seem to matter either, so... What? One specific box? Which specific box? That one box right there, because it can't have anything in it. I'm not really avoiding it, I'm just, if I don't hit it, I don't care. The only thing it can have in it is, armor or, you know, the question mark items. Those are useless, so I don't bother doing that. I should be close to max data as well, probably this last trip in. Oh, something I need to do real quick.
No. Go to the other one.
Save state. The one near the Marine Digimon? Yeah, I skipped that one because of that. Because it can only have question mark items in it, which is useless. So I don't bother with that. That was really bad luck. Oh, I have 9,000 data. Not bad. Flame, please quiet down, bud. Really, kid? I've tried that years ago on the actual PS2 version, and the only thing that happens is you just completely missed your chance to get the item. So don't do that. Yeah. Definitely don't gate out. One thing I haven't tried though is like, instead of gating out, what happens if you kill King Numemon and you go into a different area the moment you kill him? What happens then? Like go into Gob Gob Fortress the moment, like right after as his death animation is playing, but before the item drops. I've never tried that. Okay, well, that's max data, so. Ah, there we go. Hey, Angelina, good morning. I presume that my lovely wife is talking to your mother right now. Also, there's my... Oh, how come my stats are cut off? Hold on a minute. That's weird. Just a moment here. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Okay, I guess I have to make this window smaller.
Hey, how do you get out?
There we go. Well, good enough, I guess. But now you can see the full screen of the stats there for my Gallantmon. As you can see, I've maxed all the techs. I know I showed that a long while ago, but yeah. I like showing that off. It should put me at right around 1750 strength. Pretty close anyway. No, maybe not. No, it should, right? Because 333... Yeah, this should be 29 points more. At least it goes fast, wasting all this data now, instead of taking forever. But at this point, all my leftover points go into wisdom, so... I've gotten red data from the Gallantmons on very hard. I even have it on video getting red data from Gallantmons actually, years and years ago. Oh yeah, definitely gonna make it to 1750 base strength. It's pretty good. Man, getting so close to that, ever closer. But yeah, inching just closer to that 2041 threshold. I know I'm wasting a lot of time on this, though. For someone who wanted to test the game, I'm wasting a whole bunch of time trying to increase my stats here, my base stats. Do that, just move on to armor. Finally catch the stream. Wanted to ask how exactly you did that with no curse stat in the dungeon. Would love to level up my Gallantmon, see him faster than the turrets. And huge love for vids. I actually am going to make a video on how to set it up, but I suppose I could show you on the stream. But it's actually really, it's really simple. It's really crafty too. I can't show you now because I don't have the setup for it. Because I'm doing data runs, so. But before the stream is over, I will show that. I'll show that off. Yeah. But actually not having curse status isn't the important part. There's actually a little bit more of a caveat to it. And what you actually need is to either leave the floor and come back in, and then as quickly as possible perform the glitch so that you keep your maximum attack speed, or you need to lure a single scorpion, and I'll show this in the video. Lure it over to the heal station and stand inside the heal circle so it removes curse status, and just stand in there for a little bit, and then immediately get poisoned and take as much damage as possible, set up the glitch, and then your attack speed will be maxed. And that's what you really want, is your attack speed. You want it to be maxed. For consistency, I started using a one-handed weapon for auto-leveling, as I mentioned in that comment to you, Matthew. The same Digimon with 2 players with different files and you give the same name. Would you be able to use Rage Disc to get EXP for the Digimon? I actually don't know. It won't let you use this 2 players with different files and give them the same name. That's curious. Good question. But I imagine if they have different, if they're separate files, they should have separate pointers to the data for the in-game. That should fix it. That way, if you have the same name, you shouldn't have that issue. That just seems like such a silly little mistake to have happen in a game. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But it could be the case. You have to just check it.
Nice. Oh, watch.
Yeah, I know what you meant. I know you meant load. Anyway, Kurumi, I will have more videos coming out. I just haven't been doing much with gaming lately. Just been doing other stuff, focusing on things. I got off work early today, so I figured I might as well try and figure out the stream stuff and start streaming. I wanted to make sure that I was capturing my window and not my actual desktop. So I finally figured that out at least. Now I just have to figure out how to resize the window so it fits better. Other than that, should be alright. Also, how's the in-game audio and my microphone? Am I loud enough? Am I coming through clear? There we go. Thanks to the game speed ups, it's only about 17 minutes to max data now, instead of the hour it used to take. As long as the game stays loading fast and doesn't mess up on me. Speaking of that, I need to do a save state real quick. Alright, cool. I'm glad the sound is ideal. And yeah, grinding Mummymon in the dungeon, the most annoying thing is your attack speed being slower. But the attack speed is actually a good thing because it keeps you stuck in a corner. So when you use a two-handed weapon, your attack speed being higher is actually kind of a problem, I found out. There is an ideal balance somewhere in there. You just have to find it. Come on, come on, come on, come on. There we go. I keep getting stuck on stuff. I'm playing very badly. I'm trying to read the comments and play at the same time. I'm not good at multitasking, guys. My apologies. Use the Mecha X glitch to level up multiple times or cause some sort of EXP underflow glitch. I mean, it's possible you could cause an underflow glitch. What I'm wondering is why is it when I die and use the poison, the poison glitch that you showed me or told me to try, why is it that if you kill something you get 0 experience? That's what I kind of want to know. I'm curious as to why that is. If you don't have any HP and you get 0 experience, that means I feels like something is off there. Something is missing. You guys see that massive slowdown? That's because of all the enemies that are spawned. And it starts to really go slow up the hallway there. That's the whole reason I go to that extra box, because otherwise you have that slowdown the entire way back through the dungeon. You waste several seconds going through. It's definitely worth just breaking that box real fast. That could be a hardware limitation on my end, though. I have no idea. task is such a mess. 9 EXP, micro XP, and 0 HP XP all function differently from each other. I also think they all function differently from each other. I think that's probably true. I just don't know in what way they function differently or why. I'm curious as to why. Because it seems to me like they thought enough of, maybe they knew about the glitch, but they just left it in because they didn't have time to fix it. And so their only fix to it was, oh yeah, if the glitch is active, let's just make sure they get 0 experience. So that way you try and make it as useless, you know, it doesn't serve any purpose, but it actually does serve a purpose for auto leveling. So I don't know, we'll see. How long? I can tell you almost exactly how long it took to get my Susanomon to level 999. And the answer on PS2, mind you, my Susanomon, by the way, was using an experience board Gamma. And with that experience board and a Meteor Force, he had 8200 strength. So with 8200 strength, that was about level 600. Altogether, it took 8 months. Eight and a half months of almost non-stop auto leveling. It was quite the task. It's quite the undertaking. And next up, we'll eventually, when I get back around to it, I'll get Beelzemon leveled up as well. He's level 705, I think. Yeah, 705 last I played. So he's getting there. He's a few months away. I auto level on very hard mode actually, and I did some testing, and so did my friend. And very hard mode does offer you the most experience. Once you can do very hard mode, you should always do very hard mode. But at lower levels, without the glitch, hard mode is definitely safer with experience board. A lot safer with experience board. By the way, experience board is almost always better than beast board, as my numbers have etched out, and his numbers check out to it as well. But only marginally better, basically. But yeah, especially using a glitch, you always auto on very hard mode. Always, always. And if you're using a one-handed longsword, which is what I started using, I use Onslaught E, Onslaught Epsilon, for auto leveling. And I'm always in a corner. I literally had the game running for 5 days and never budged out of the corner. So, helps a lot. Manually leveling up is faster though, so I mean, if you've got the patience to grind out levels, man, you know, by all means, be my guest. Sorry about that. This thing is bugging me, doesn't want to stay up properly. See you in 2 years. I don't think it'll take that long. 8 months of auto leveling, but it's intermittent auto leveling, you know. I have to stop for like a day or two here and there just to let the system kind of cool down. Which, by the way, just to give you a perspective on how much experience you need to reach level 999, you're not even halfway done until you're level 783. That's halfway, guys. That's exactly halfway. So, I'm not even halfway to max level right now. I'm level 646. The level curve in this game is absolutely absurd. Hold on, you want to know what happens? Let me see. What happens if you equip the armor board before getting the reward for item trade on very hard mode? So what happens if you equipped it before getting the reward? He just asks you to take it off. I've done this before. He just tells you he can't give you the reward until you unequip the item. Well, I'm glad my videos keep you motivated. I appreciate that. I've been pretty demotivated to make videos lately. I'm just really lazy is the problem. You know. But there's the only difference between grinding on Scorpions and grinding on Mummymon is that Mummymon are infinite and you can auto level them. The only difference is one of them you have to play, one of them you don't. So the one that you don't have to play is not faster. You don't get nearly as much experience per hour as you do with the Scorpions. In fact, that's not even half as much. I think it's like a third. With the glitch, it's about half as much experience, which is very good. Maybe even 2/3 as much. Yeah, it could even potentially be up to 2/3 as much now that I think about it. Testing for the... Yeah. Yeah, this is why I spent too much time testing for level glitch. Yeah, that makes sense. If there is a level up glitch out there, you know, and we find it, that would definitely be helpful to get to max level. But, I mean, if you use a glitch to reach max level, is it really the same? I guess you can make the argument for me as well using that using the power-up glitch. Or the no curse status glitch, whatever you want to call it. But either way, at least you're still playing the game to reach max level instead of using like a Game Shark or a cheat device. But I couldn't figure out a way to use a cheat device on the emulator, so I have to do everything manually, unfortunately. Which still isn't that big a deal, in all honesty. This is totally fine. It just means wasting a whole lot more time, and I guess I'm okay with that for the most part. At least the time is cut more than, like, I want to say it's like a fourth as much time as I would have spent on the PS2 version. Just because of the load times, running it faster, a whole bunch of other issues. No, see, the experience needed at level 900 is actually 2.5 million. The experience needed at level 950 is 3 million per level. In fact, I can actually show you right now. I already need 1.26 million experience per level, which, by the way, is like, I want to say a third of the way into the level. So I need almost 2 million experience per level up already. Yeah, it's, if not already at 2 million experience per level up. I guess I could check the experience sheet that we have. Because I don't quite remember. I think it's 1.8 million experience per level right now. At the level I'm currently at. It's a lot. And if I played manually right now, thanks to 3 times speed, that would still be a level up every 40 minutes or so. But auto leveling, it's a level up every about an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah, about an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm getting about 1.3 million experience. Oh yeah, 300k is nothing. 300k is, that's a cakewalk, man. That's only two rounds of Scorpions. That's nothing. That's totally fine. I don't even start complaining about experience needs until you start getting upwards of 700k. When you start needing 700k per level, it starts to get kind of tedious. And that's around level 380, maybe 400. I think it's in the 400s. But it's up there. And you don't start seeing orange items until level 500, of course. And you won't really start to collect orange items until you're level 700-ish. Maybe 750 to be like that. That's probably when you get a decent shot at finding orange stuff. About 750. So at my current level, I wouldn't even bother trying to find anything orange. Though I did find an orange filter board fairly early on, so that was nice. Filter board is one of those few items that anytime I see it in orange, I check to make sure it's better than what I have, because I like filter board. It's just really good for level 1 Digimon. Where am I at? 6600? Okay. Okay. Oh, and this should also put me at... what was it? This next set of data should put me at 1779 strength, I think. Trying to think. Don't remember exactly. Good luck on those data drops. Thanks, man. Appreciate you stopping by for the stream. I'll try and get a video posted today on the using the glitch, how to set it up, and getting it going. Something to note though is you don't need you're gonna want a Digimon with power up to make it more viable because it's just better. But you can get a second player, level up a Gallantmon, get him infinite power up, and you're good to go. You don't have to do anything more than that. Just having infinity power up is already a huge bonus. It doesn't have to be super high leveled or anything to make use of it. Just to get infinity power up is only a level 113, or not even 113, I think. I think it's even before that, so it doesn't take very long in very hard mode, even on 2 players. No, come on. Ah, I keep doing it. There we go. I'm gonna try and stream more often. I'm trying now, but I also want to try and make more videos more often. Yeah, I mean, Matthew, I mean, technically it is a waste of electricity, but it doesn't waste that much electricity because it's just a PS2. So it's hardly anything on an electric bill. So I don't really worry about it personally. I think using auto leveling on my computer probably costs more money anyway because the computer is stronger than the PS2. So is what it is. But yeah, my family did the same thing to me. My older brother would always turn off the system on me when I was auto leveling. Or worse, he would delete my save files, which he's done several times. He would come in and that's what happened in my fighter mode, my Imperial Digimon fighter mode that was level 996. I don't even remember if I got to level 999 on that or not. I can't remember at this point, but yeah, my brother deleted that save file and all the other backup saves I had for it as well. Terrible. I managed to find one backup save he didn't delete, and it was from a very long time ago, and that's when I started using Susanamon instead. It's heartbreaking. But nowadays, I don't really care too much about that. Like, it's just a game. I can always get everything back, so the only thing that's wasted is my time, and that actually does upset me quite a lot, but most of that time was spent auto leveling, so it wasn't really my time because I spent my time doing other things, so it's not that big a deal. Now in a game like Disgaea, if I lose my data, yeah, I get pretty upset. And he has done that on that game to me before as well, but at the end of the day, it's just a game, and I don't let stuff like that get me mad. I don't get upset. Casting power-ups takes about 4 hours on the Scorpions. You mean it takes 4 hours to get a level up? That doesn't sound right. Does that sound right? That might sound right. That's close. No. See, your problem is you're using more Greymon. Oh, grinding Imperial Digimon. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That still doesn't sound quite right, because you can have max... Oh, no, I guess not, because if you're using Scorpions and you're using Experience Board, you probably don't have max strength. Not that you actually need exactly max strength, but it probably helps a little bit. Still, I don't think 4 hours sounds exactly right. Let me think. 14, 20, yeah, I guess it would be close to 4 hours. Maybe like 3.75 hours per level. Yeah, that sounds more right, more like it. I was gonna say, if you're leveling up with War Greymon, you definitely should be using Impact. Impact is so much faster for leveling up, it's insane. It's actually insane. Especially if you increase his Wisdom stat as much as possible. And on very hard mode, you can go through Scorpions just ridiculous pace using Impact. It's actually insane. I think Venom actually isn't too far behind. I think Venom isn't too much further behind Impact, though, in all honesty, in terms of speed. They are very similar. What am I at? 8,900? Okay. One more trip in and I'm at max data. Not bad. 41 minutes, twice getting max. I guess it's about 20 minutes per max data run, it looks like. I can go back and watch the footage. Do you remember I had the how to get fast EXP video on my channel with my Imperial Digimon and War Greymon? I actually don't remember, and I never seen those videos. I know I made a video on how to get fast experience per hour using Impact, but my War Greymon's Wisdom stat is garbage. I didn't use any data. His Wisdom stat isn't that high, using experience boards, so it doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Yeah. 75,000 views? Jeez, dude. You should have kept making those videos, I guess. You'd actually be a YouTuber making money. That would be the dream. Oh, the lag is real. Oh my god. On your Matthew Lig account. Yeah, I just never seen the video. I don't remember seeing the video anyway. Yeah. Kill these annoying guys here. Wow, my luck is absolutely terrible right now. Jeez. Because of all the dislikes. That doesn't make any sense. Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore because the dislike function is like non-existent now. You just have the like button basically. The dislikes aren't even counted, so nobody bothers with it anymore, it seems like. So it just helps channels to grow better, I guess. Wow, my luck is bad. I'm not getting... Also, notice how these can't put me to sleep. That's because my spirit stat is really high. In case anyone out there is watching this and they're wondering, why isn't he going to sleep? Well, if your spirit stat is high enough, not only can they not put you to sleep, but Inframon cannot hit you with power down. Marine Devimons can't hit you with freeze, so it's all helpful. Blaine, please stop. Please, quiet down, bud. Closed it in 2017, huh? Darn. Yeah, I didn't manage to see the video, but maybe I did years ago, but I haven't seen it recently. It's been a long time. Oh, whoops, wrong. Normally I gate out here instead of killing these guys, but I'm so close to max data, I just might as well get it. I hate these things so much. Hate Marine Devimons. There we go. Die. Still not getting hundreds, huh? Yeah, I know it's a different channel, but I could have swore I've seen videos from you before. maybe on that channel, maybe a different channel. I don't know, but either way, I would never close down a YouTube video or anything based on likes and dislikes. I think that's, I mean, I don't want to say it's stupid, but I'm not invested on what people like or don't like. I do this for me, not for anyone else. I do not care what other people think of me, and I don't care I just don't care. I don't care if people dislike a video. I don't care if they like a video. It just doesn't matter to me. Absolutely doesn't matter. I've been that way as long as I can remember. Come on, guys, just die. Man. Still no data. Hopefully I get all the data I need on this little run here. There's 100. Okay, close. 40, just need a few more. Yeah, normally I gate out at like 9600 data, but I really just want to get those last few ones. Just what, 2 more? Yeah, 2 more, and I could be done with this. This box down here resets your points to 0, in case anyone watching didn't know that. So I always skipped it. I mean, it doesn't matter if I skip it or not. I could hit it anyway. It makes no difference, but I'm just saying. Wow. Wow. I almost agree with that statement. I love Digimon Rumble Arena 2. It's number 2, even number 1. I love them both, but I love number 2. I like number 2 substantially more. However, I don't actually agree Digimon World 4 is the best Digimon game. I don't think so. I actually think the best Digimon game I've played is Digimon World 3. And that's just because I haven't played number 2 yet, which I'm going to end up working on that soon enough. But Digimon World 3 is my favorite because you have so many different Digimon. You can max your stats. You can level up, it takes forever to level up your rookie Digimon. It just has more to do overall. And it has an actual cohesive story. Like, there's actually something going on. Digimon World 4 doesn't really have a story. It's not fleshed out. A lot of the stuff is like kind of, I mean, it's based on a movie that didn't even end up in the West. Like, it's not available in the West. It didn't get a dubbed adaptation. So, based purely on that, I would say objectively Digimon World 4 is not the best Digimon game. However, it's one of my favorites for sure, if not my favorite entirely, just because of how much time I've put into it, and I get a lot of nostalgia playing this game. But I really think objectively it's not the best Digimon game. Though it is really good. It definitely really good. The blue square glitch in Digimon World 2003. I actually don't know that glitch. But there's recently been some new glitches that have been discovered for Digimon World 3, and by extension Digimon World 2003 as well. See, 39, that puts me right where I said I would be, which is 1779. Oh wait, whoops. I almost messed that up entirely. Wait, what do I have for Talus of Chaos now? 4140 Spirit? That is hard to pass up. We always go Meteor board here, I think. Wait, I put on the wrong armor. Silly me. I put on Divine Core when I need Talus. Excuse me. Well, we fix the mistake. And then we keep going. Oh, that. Okay. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, that's really annoying when I get that problem. But I think that has more to do with your disc being... I think just cleaning your disc will fix that. Because that's what I had to do. I had to take my game in to have it professionally cleaned. But on the other hand, if you play an emulator, that will never happen. So, not that I would condone anyone doing that, but, you know, it's not something you'll have to worry about, at least. Okay. And this last stretch of data will put me over 1800 strength for base. It's quite good. It's quite good. So I was at 51 minutes into the stream when I started this run. So I will check how much data I have at an hour and 10 minutes into hour and 5 minutes into the stream. See where I'm at. Uh-oh. Never mind that plan. My wife is calling me. 3DS buttons might be... No, I do not know how to fix 3DS buttons. I'll be right back, guys. My wife is calling me, and I have to figure out what it is she needs. So I'll be back. Okay, Blaine. Go get dressed. Your friends want to play.
My friends?
Turn that off. Turn it up. You gotta put your coat on too. And change out of this and clean yourself up. You're gross. Come on, kiddo. Alright. I'm back. Still need 1.2 million experience for a level up. My god, man. I think it might work if you get killed by poison and scorpions do the 0 HP glitch. You came into my mind. Or you think it'll stay there. I may give it a try. Yeah, the 0 HP glitch is exactly what I used to have the no curse. That's what does it. Yeah, that's exactly how you do it. Yep. So what I do is, before I start auto leveling, is I take the scorpion on the 3rd floor of Ancient Ruins, and I'll show in the video, and I drag it over to the healing circle, because it's faster to get there anyway, and then I heal, and I stay inside the circle for a little bit, get my attack speed back to max, and then, while I'm still in the circle, I switch to a Meteor Force. Very important. And because it lowers your speed a lot, significantly, by 995 points, in fact. And then, or another thing you could do is if you have an Atlas board is another good option. But you want to lower your speed as much as possible. And then I get hit repeatedly by the scorpion until I'm about half health. And then I force poison. And then, for me, because I'm using this, obviously I make a save state right before I'm about to die. But if you don't have that option because you're on PS2, then you wait for the poison to almost kill you, and on the final tick, I believe Matthew said 3 seconds. You count 1, 2, 3, and on the 3rd second you jump to activate the glitch. Yeah, getting lots of hundreds here. Lots of hundreds. Wow, that's good. But anyway, when you do the poison glitch, the poison 0 HP death glitch, you know, whatever, when you change your equipment or you make any stat changes, it heals you automatically. But the most important thing is, since I have a Digimon that has power up, I activate power up before I do the jump so that power up is always active. Your game will crash. You can't go through loading screens with a 0 HP glitch, but your glitch Digimon loading screen. I actually never tried that. I never tried going into a loading screen with a 0 HP active. I just imagined that it would fully heal you. Like if you use the glitch and then gate out, it fully heals you. If you even just gating out back to the starting area with 0 HP, it full heals you. I don't know why. Yeah, definitely give it a try. If you're playing on, if you have a second controller, I highly encourage you practicing that glitch with a second player. That way, if you mess up, you can just revive yourself. Oh, interesting. Is there a 500 character limit or something? Because I actually don't know. I don't comment on streams enough. That is interesting, though, that your game will crash if you do that, because it doesn't crash when you use the gate disk. I would have expected the same to be the opposite to be true. Oh, goodness. Oh. Kind of chilly in here. Goodness. What am I at? It's 65? That's not chilly. Huh. That's weird that I'm starting to get chills. 65 is decently warm. I'm saying 65 in Fahrenheit, of course. If you're watching from the UK or outside of the US, I apologize. I don't know what that is in Celsius off the top of my head. I know the calculation, but I actually don't know it. I can't do the calculation in my head very well. I imagine it's about 16.8 Celsius. I don't actually know. Maybe 15 Celsius? Huh. Made to equip the Beast Board Gamma like Terry did for the Mummymon, so I have the strength boost to get these things killed faster. I mean, with infinite XP shouldn't be a problem. So, depends. What weapon type are you using is the question I have. Beast Board is good, of course. But Experience Board is actually better. Maybe not at 2300 strength. I haven't tested that. But obviously, like, if you have, like, say, even if you have 9,999 strength with Beast Board, Experience Board is technically better, even if you have about 4,000 strength. Experience Board is just better at that point. But I don't know what the break points are. However, Experience Board B is a better option anyway, because that's 20% more and you lose hardly any strength, so that's another option. And Experience Board A is just always better than Talus. Yeah, I did the same thing all the time, but there's actually, you can use my video for how I got all my techs max at level 1, and you can do a similar tactic with your tech points, and you can get any tech ups that you want. It only I'm streaming. It only takes about 4 hours to go from 1 tech to 2900 that you need to equip the final weapon. It's not that much time.
Be back by 1, Blaine.
How about you go tell him in there instead of yelling in here? It's fine. But what's up?
I wanted to come give you a kiss.
Oh, well, that's weird.
Why?
I don't know, just is.
Come and give you a kiss all the time.
I know. Strange. People like me? That doesn't make any sense. I know. And you picked me. Getting a lot of good luck here on these data drops, man. Feels like I'm getting a lot of good luck anyway. I guess I won't know until I actually check. See, where am I at? An hour into the stream, so I'll give an extra 2 minutes. So 106, I'll check. Yeah. You can still get through loading streams with the tech up glitch. So that's interesting. I actually wouldn't have expected that to be the case. Which, by the way, I've still not tested that glitch because I haven't tried on PS2, and I don't have a second controller for my computer, so I can't do that.
How long have you been streaming?
An hour.
Oh.
I started streaming when Blaine came in here. Because I fixed the streaming issue I had before. I was doing display capture, and now I'm doing window capture, so it captures the window I have open. I don't know why I didn't think to do that before. I was just stupid. Did you have your... Yeah, you had your Thrive already. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. You haven't done that. Have you eaten yet today? You haven't eaten yet. That's not food. That's a drink. It's technically food. Okay, if you say so. You're the boss.
It's over 200 calories.
Train them as possible and
My
get
milk
all
is
those on the
77
first
calories
area. Right?
and a shake
Yes,
is
that's
110.
exactly how you should do it. To lower your strength as much as possible, you should equip Mana Board Gamma, Mana Board Y. Because Mana Board reduces strength by 1,818 points. So you will almost certainly be at 1 strength. And with 1 strength, you'll never damage to Mummymon until you have 45 tech points. And then you'll start doing 1 damage. And then every 45, you gain an additional point of damage. So in other words, essentially, it takes a very long time for them to die. And so you're going to get a lot of... that's too bad.
I know.
You could have just said that out loud, though. You want deli strips.
I didn't want to interrupt your conversation.
Oh, you interrupted it anyway because now I had to pause to read, which is actually worse, I
thought
think.
you could talk and read at the same time.
No, I cannot talk and read at the same time. You forget how...
Maybe you should work on that.
You know how not multifaceted I am. Come on. You can use Experience Board Gamma as well, but depends on what level you are. Actually, I think with Gallantmon, they're level 270. Yeah, you can't. There's no way that Experience Board Gamma lowers your strength enough. Because I'm trying to remember the spreadsheet for Digimon stats. But if I remember correctly, level 270 Gallantmon should have... he should have about 1,400 base strength. Might be 13. Might be like 1,350. But it's very close, huh? It's very close. Yes, if you do 0 damage, you still get tech ups. That is something really important. If you have 1 strength and the Mummymon always block you, you still get tech ups. I promise. I promise you that still works. You can go test this out for yourself. Yeah, your speed stat isn't why they're blocking. They're blocking because you're doing no damage. That's all it is. Which shouldn't... I mean, I always thought it shouldn't technically be possible. I guess the game rounds down. That's the only way you can do 0 damage. And that's why it's always an auto block, but it's very strange. Because the damage formula is a divide by 1,000, so you should never really do 0 damage. But whatever. But yeah, that's essentially how I do it. Like, that's why my Guillaumon, I didn't train my my blunt tech or my slash tech until like level 500-ish. So that's how I got there. With this Guillaumon right here. That's like, and I checked it early, but whatever. Like, that's how I trained all these techs up. Exactly that way. Lower my strength down to 1, fight some Mummymon to get initial tech ups, and then after that I start using Scorpions. After the initial, like, 900, no, like 700 tech points from the Mummymon, and then I go over to do scorpions instead. And then actually there's an even better way that I have found. If you want to know the exact point at which you no longer, you don't need tech ups anymore, if you have 1 strength, guys, if you have 1 strength, because I know the calculation, if you're on very hard mode fighting scorpions and you have 1 strength, when you start doing 60 damage, when your lowest hit does 60 damage, you no longer need to have that item equipped. You can go equip the final weapon. So when you start doing 60 damage with 1 strength, that is the point at which you're at over 2980 tech, if that makes sense. And the reason I remember that number is because it means that I never have to check my menu, so it goes faster. That way you don't have to constantly check to see what your tech points are. Just remember the break points and damage, and you never have to check your menus anymore. It's the same. I use a similar tactic for manually playing with scorpions. Like, you can use MP as a determinant. You can use HP as a determinant. You can take off your drain ram. You can use a weaker drain ram. There are a lot of ways to do this so that you can benchmark yourself, so you never need to open it. Because opening the menu is super slow. And, of course, the enemies didn't despawn. That happens sometimes, and I don't know why. But yeah, every time you open the menu, you waste like 4 seconds just going in and checking your tech. Maybe it might even be more than that. I haven't timed it. If you have 1 strength, you have a level 113 with no weapon tech and practice stage. Power down only does 1 damage on the Gallantmon. So wait, what? Weapon tech in the practice stage. Power down only does 1 damage. I don't think I understand what you're saying there. The practice stage? Can you even? How would you redo the practice stage though? Yeah, 60. As soon as you start seeing 60 damage, you can just put on the final weapon. That's the lowest. Like, you have to make sure that's the lowest number you're seeing though, because you're going to see a fluctuation because there's damage variance. You're going to see between 60 and 66 damage without a crit, and you're going to see what was it? With a crit, you should be doing anywhere from 132 to 120 to 132-ish. So yeah. Oh, that does make sense. That would be a good way to do that. I didn't know you could do it that way. I actually never thought about that. It's actually genius. Huh. So with power down, you only do 1 damage in practice stage? Really? Weapon tech in the practice stage, power down only does 1 damage. Why is that's weird? Why would it only do 1? I would expect it to work the same way as everywhere else in the game, where you just do a ton of damage to them. Oh, I wonder if what's actually happening in the practice stage. I think what might actually be happening is you're underflowing their stats, so the game doesn't even. That's actually interesting. Because the practice stage enemies are the weakest in the game, so their defense stat is extremely low. So I'd be willing to guess that you're underflowing their defense stat, so that it's basically it's reading as if it's like 9,999 defense. That's the only way in my mind that could work. Huh, I don't know. Interesting. So are you saying without power down, or is it without power down you do 1 damage? Because that actually makes sense, because it's normal mode, it's practice stage, they have low defense, they have low stats. Come on, don't miss the data drops, Tyler. Come on now. never time the jump to get over those Geckomons. What am I at? 6,900 data? Oh, at least 69 is a good number. Well, yeah, if you have 1 defense, that's because they have a couple hundred points of strength. Maybe, yeah, that makes sense. The damage formula is a bit different for enemy strength, though. I'm not sure how it's calculated exactly, but it's definitely different. Because they don't have tech, so their strength is actually magnified in a way of some kind. Yeah, but if you have 1 defense, even on hard mode, the Scorpions can just one-shot you. They do like 40 to 50,000 damage. It's insane, and they only have 7,000 strength, so that doesn't make that doesn't fit the formula, not at all. At least our current understanding of the formula, at any rate. Go on to the next one. Well, I think 2 more runs, maybe 3, and I should have another dose of max data ready. Eight, 9, 10. I want to say I need 11 more sets of max data. 11 more sets of max data just to reach that 2041 strength. My god. It's a long ways away. Wow. Wow, wow. Who can die from... Yeah, I understand. I knew that, which is just ridiculous. Beat Fire's world record time, but didn't record it because I wasn't actually trying to beat it, so I couldn't submit the run. Yeah, that is pretty sad. Of course, signature weapon percent is kind of it's kind of a meme, really. No one really runs it too much. Though the one person who did run it recently, who got world record, also got a modded signature weapon from the drop, which that definitely, I was definitely sour about that. All the time I've spent trying to get the item to have mods just for this person to... Very sad. I mean, it's great video. It was a really good run, but kind of sad. I think the run I'm most interested in is MP percent, which that's one run I actually would be interested in streaming and trying to get, because MP percent is really, I mean, it's not fun in the sense that it's fast, but it's fun in the sense that, like, you just use MP text the entire time. You use a cheat to have infinite MP. So in that sense, it's kind of fun. I intend to get a 4 mod or better Gallantmon signature weapon. That was the whole reason I'm using Gallantmon in the first place, because I want a signature weapon that doesn't suck. And Gallantmon's signature weapon is the best signature weapon in the game in terms of stats and the fact that it's a stab weapon, so that makes it pretty insane. It also looks the best. Like, aesthetically, it just looks the best. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Nightmare Lance was another one I was thinking about, and of course Orochi Slayer. I like both of those weapons. Orochi Slayer being the better one. Yeah, it starts off not very fun because you have fire for... Well, I don't think you have fire with... Because you use VMon for MP%. Because VMon has access to Impact. So once you have Impact, it becomes a lot more fun because you just spam Impact the entire time. Yeah, I hate that as well. I don't know how they messed it up. It's so stupid to me that they swapped the signature weapons like that. I don't know why that is. And never mind the fact that the worst part about the signature weapons for shot types is that every shot type signature weapon is literally weaker than the final Omega Raptor. Omega Raptor is always stronger than every signature weapon for shot types. So there's literally no reason outside of the aesthetics to waste time getting them, which is very sad. No, that was definitely not intended. I don't know if you'd call it a glitch, more like a unintended bug or something. Yeah. Yeah, you can't get pink or orange Omega Blades even though you're level 999. I know that. Because it's based on the Digimon it dropped for, unfortunately. Oh yeah, I have. Yeah, okay. I forgot that I have almost max data. Very good. Come on. Ugh, I hate keychains so much. Such a waste of time. Oof. Oh, come on. Get the data. Get the data. There we go. Really bad luck here. Normally I would have gotten quite a bit more data drops than that by now. There we go. That's pretty good. Come on. Playing like potato here. Okay. Almost max. I'm not going to bother with the chests over there because it requires killing things. Just skip this. If I'm just short of max, it's actually okay because I'm at the point now where 9600 data is the same as the effective max. So that's okay. Yeah, Crush is the most useless for sure, and I wouldn't say with some luck. There's actually it's pretty easy to hit twice with Crush weapons, I think. But the issue I have with Crush weapons is just how slow they attack so slow. It's so sad. And there's no extra benefit. Like you lose stats for you lose speed for using a Crush weapon. It's never worth it in my opinion. The only good thing about it is like Crush does have some interesting aesthetic looks for some of the weapons. Otherwise, totally useless. Anyway, I think Magna Digimon should be unlockable instead of Clavis Digimon. He should have Onslaught at his level 1 hand. Oh, as his one-handed signature weapon. Yeah. It would be nice. My main issue with Clavis Digimon in this game is just that he sucks. He doesn't even get a force skill. Like, why doesn't he get a force skill? Could have at least, that would have made him at least usable. Like, without a force skill, there's literally no reason to use Clavis Digimon at all. If you want a healer for a party member, he is the easiest one to get access to, I guess, that has raise. No, because not really, because you have Blackwork Raymon instead. Blackwork Raymon is just always better, right? But outside of that, once you get Imperial Digimon Paladin mode, like, that's the person you always should have with you on 2-player. Like, he can do all of your healing. He can heal you, he can cure you of poison, and he can raise you if you die. So, once you have him, that's the best pick for 2-player, in my mind. Clavis Digimon is like the budget version of him, and he's just never worth it. Okay. 353 cost. I'm an 1807 strength, so I only got 28 points on the data. Okay. Alright. And in case everyone is wondering, I know that Longsword gives 60 strength, so I just subtract 60, and that's how I came up with the 1807, which is 28 points, yeah. Spirit, huh? Yeah, 4355 spirit. There is a chance I can be put to sleep, though it is extremely unlikely. Like him much anymore because he has 2 elemental MP techs, which sucks in my opinion. But Cutter is nice. Yeah, Cutter is nice. How do I put this? Like, I need to go close my bedroom doors. It's getting kind of cold in here.
Cider? No.
Turn that on. Okay. So, finishing my train of thought here. Cutter is nice, but you never want Cutter over Venom or Impact, in my mind. And actually, I think I even prefer Bomb. I actually prefer Bomb over Cutter because Bomb has some uses. It's fire-based, so it can break down those green walls. The first thing that comes to mind. Also, Bomb can be used to get Blast Tech up extremely fast. The only thing that comes close to getting Blast Tech up the only thing that gets it up faster, in my opinion, is actually just Venom. Venom is the only thing that can get it up faster, in my mind. Maybe Impact on some scale, but Bomb can do it without any risk to yourself, and because it's elemental, you do less damage. So, and that's what you want. You want less damage for tech ups. So, Bomb is just superior in that way. Yeah, I don't know why they don't have one in this game. One that reduces your spirit stat. It's weird. You would think they would have went with that. Because of Power Up, Power Up is just so busted, you always want Power Up. Especially for a signature weapon run. Like, if you don't have Power Up for a signature weapon run, you're losing time. Granted, it's not that much time, but on very hard mode, it's a significant amount of time. On hard mode, it's not significant per se, but it's still quite a bit. On normal mode, you don't need power down. It doesn't. You're going to one-shot everything in the game. It doesn't matter, especially if you're max level. But on hard mode and very hard mode, yeah, power down is just infinitely useful. Huh. I got hit with free status for about a second there. Dodging enemies. But Cutter's main use, in my opinion, is that it can go through walls and stuff, which I find pretty useful. The main use that I find for it is actually just item road when you try to get a higher point. Yeah, I don't know why Alphamon holds a slash sword on the game credits. I have no idea. Most of the rest are holding their signature weapons. I don't know why. I always want, like, I've never done a signature weapon run using the Digimon signature weapon throughout the entire run. I want to try that too. I've just never thought to do that. I think Terry did do that though, if I remember correctly. I think he did that just to show off his weapon though, not any other reason. Yeah, I don't know why they didn't despawn that extra box. It's weird. I don't know why that happens sometimes. I think there were some other Digimon on the credit screen that weren't holding their weapons. The four rookies, maybe? Don't remember. So I haven't seen the credits in a while. Oh, I'm kind of tired. Weird. Oh, whoops. Need this. Oh, this must be Bob. Sent me a message, okay. Oh yeah, I guess Garurumon does wear slasher as well. Yeah, I don't know why that is either. It's pretty strange. Alphamon's another Digimon they kind of didn't get right for this game in particular, because Alphamon should have been like... he should have been a very hard mode Digimon to get. They should have made him stronger based on his status of where he is in the game. I would have very much expected them to make Alphamon like the strongest Digimon in this game, but they took a different turn with that. I don't know why. In terms of auto leveling, Garurumon is the best by quite a bit. After going through all the Digimon and looking at stuff, and after finding out that glitch, Garurumon gets access to power up and speed, and you can use both of those when you're auto leveling. Keep those buffs up indefinitely. I think a level up glitch in a way could be cheating, but also I think a level up glitch would be very interesting for speedruns. Because if there's a way to use a level up like for speedrun, that would cut the speedrun time drastically. Like you would go from a 2-hour speedrun to, like, depending on how long it takes to set up the glitch, it could cut it down to like an hour speedrun, if not less. It'd be like max level %, you know? like max percent, whatever it's called. I don't remember if he gets another one. I don't think so. I think it is just dark, which really sucks. But I was also just like the fact that Alphamon doesn't get anything like. I don't even have Alphamon unlocked right now, actually. I got all the other ones. I got most of the others unlocked first, including Paladin mode. But I don't think he gets anything notable. The only Force Tech I think he gets is Bind, if I remember right. But yeah, he doesn't get any notable Blast Techs last I knew. I mean, even Hercules Kabuterimon gets Venom, you know? And yeah, Kabuterimon is just strictly better. Oh, he does? He gets Cutter? Okay. If he gets Cutter, that's actually not too bad, but doesn't Dorumon get Venom? Correct me if I'm wrong here. Doesn't Dorumon get Venom? Because I know Agumon gets Cutter. Freeze and Speed. Okay, yeah, not very useful. Speed is at least mildly useful. Freeze is never useful. As far as I can tell, Freeze is never useful. Yeah, I would say that in terms of Alphamon, it doesn't make much sense that Dorumon gets Venom and Alphamon gets Cutter, because I actually think Venom is the better choice. And being as Alphamon is the evolution of Dorumon, I would expect that Alphamon gets the better techs. But actually, Dorumon gets the better techs. Because Dorumon also has access to Bind, and Bind is actually really, really good. Bind is extremely useful in terms of like what you do for even just, say, a speedrun. And there's some other reasons too. Bind is really good for getting tech ups. Bind is really good from all of my Otismon. Bind is even useful for Lucymon, because Lucymon moving around is extremely annoying and sending all those rockets at you. Yeah, you can't keep him there indefinitely. He always flies away no matter what, but Bind is still useful for that. But Freeze just has no use as far as I can tell. Freeze doesn't do anything. Maybe it could help you to get the double jump glitch faster, maybe. Just because you lower the enemy's speed so they hit you less, so you auto block more. But I mean, even that I would say is extremely niche. There's no real reason to use Freeze. Yeah, unless you one-hit Lucymon. Like, man, that was the craziest thing I've done in this game, by the way. That was the best moment I've had. Until that moment, I've actually never one-shot Lucymon on hard mode. That is actually insane. Actually, you bring a lot of enemies there without side quest being activated. Yeah, that's true. You could do that. You could double jump into the Coliseum. Actually, something I've been wanting to try as well is like those side quests don't even serve any purpose. Doing the Coliseum or the Shogun or the whatever the other one was, sleeping Shogun Gekkomon or waking Shogun Gekkomon or whatever. As far as I know, those side quests don't matter at all. You don't even have to do them to unlock a Cursed Dungeon, a Wormhole Dungeon, whatever you want to call it. So I actually don't know what the purpose of those side quests are at all. I just don't see a reason for them. I wonder if there's some kind of special enemy you can fight during them, maybe? Maybe the boss fight? Maybe there's something special about the boss fight? I don't know. I didn't do enough testing, and honestly, I didn't even unlock those Digi-Elves. I skipped them when I was doing this run. It lets you walk along without the moving platform. free for chest. But like, what can the chests have? Like, maybe they have increased mods. Maybe they have increased like better item rewards. I don't know. I haven't done any testing. I wonder if it's like maybe there's a timer for how long it takes to actually beat the side quest. Do the Digi-Elves give you an item for doing those side quests? Because I don't remember if they even give a reward. The only reward I'd be interested in is very hard mode, of course, but, you know, I don't even remember if they give a reward or not. Oh, wow. I almost didn't get that data drop. Jeez. Ooh. Hiccups. 100. Box spawns on Digimon standing inside the box. That's interesting. Don't know what purpose it serves, but it's interesting. Yeah, it would have been nice if like it would be really nice if one of the side quests gave you a pink item even. That would be really cool. Just to like, here's something you'll never be able to achieve without playing the game for the rest of your life. Here's a pink item for you. And then just to make it even nicer, just give it some mods. Give it a few mods. Why not? I don't see a problem with that. What I can't figure out for the life of me is why did they bother putting King Numemon in the game to give you signature weapons and not make those item drops both the strongest item available, which it should be the strongest item available, but it's not in most cases, but also it should always have mods. I don't understand. Why would you put something in the game that takes you on average 3 hours to collect and not make it the best drop it could possibly be every time to encourage people to do it? This doesn't make sense to me. If you want to encourage people to go and play the game and do signature weapon runs, I don't know, make sure that the signature weapon is always modded when you pick it up, and maybe the only variable that should change is whether or not it has color. But no, the creators decided both variables have to change, which makes no sense to me. Uh-oh. My wife is calling me again. Better finish this and go pause and see what she wants. Oh, come on. Pick up the data. Pick up the data. No, 6,600 already. I'm going to do a save state real quick while I go figure out what she wants as well. Okay. That's also blown as 104 now. See, already 104. It goes very fast. Digi-Elves in the command room talk about orange and pink items like as if getting to level 99 is something that happens on a regular basis. It's so stupid. It is stupid, and it makes no sense, and it's kind of bad game design. And I think what happened, actually, to conclude this point, I think the game developers knew the idea of locking color behind level was a bad idea, and I think they just didn't get around to changing it, maybe? Or maybe they really just thought, hey, here's a cool idea. If someone can get to level 999... they can have like a 1 in 1,000 something chance of getting a pink item, and the chance for that pink item to be useful is like 1 in 30,000 because it needs mods. And if that's how they thought about it, they obviously were thinking like Pokemon levels of shiny hunting. Like, this is stupid. Nobody needs to hunt for a weapon like that. I'll be right back. I'm back. Wife needed help with the kids, and she also made me some food, so that was nice of her. Ugh, I don't know why it slowed down so much right there, but oh well. Okay, it looks like it despawned the enemies that time. Still, I'm curious as to why it only does it sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Weird. I mean, 1 HP, wormhole dungeon, it would be possible, but extremely, extremely difficult. In that same vein, level 1 hard mode final boss run is also really hard because getting hit means dying. It's almost exactly the same idea, except that on very hard mode you're much more likely to get hit. By the way, those all those bits I have are all from Item Road. I've noticed the same thing with the Arukinimons. It only spawns in Legendary Coliseum. That's why I was thinking there might be something special there. Because the Numimons, I mean, is the... No, because Gabirimon show up as the information thing in the Death Valley. So yeah, it doesn't make any sense. 9100 data. Oh, come on, guys, let me through. Power up. Excuse me. See, that's exactly how that should go. Welcome back. Max data again. Well, almost anyway. Wow, that's really good luck. Wait, how did it... Oh, whatever. Don't waste time thinking about it. Nine. Oh, so close. One way? Two away? Yeah, close enough. Close enough. No, I don't use power down on them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't know. Kind of random. Power down takes so long to activate, so I don't really bother doing it. It probably is faster though. I also wish that information thing wasn't in the game, by the way. But only because it's completely unnecessary. Who cares about the names of their moves if they don't say the name of the move when they're attacking? So it's like complete waste of time. Are we about to? No, we're not going to hit 1900 with a weapon on. But we are getting very close. $18, 35 strength. Yeah, see, I don't have the Digi-Elf here. I go to very hard mode, dry land with the Mummymons at level 1. Yeah. And I do that on 1 player, not 2 player. If you do it on 2 player, it's definitely more consistent, easier to do, but I do it on 1 player. And basically, once you've knocked down the Mummymon the second time, I'm going to stick with the Photon Edge first, then Meteor Force, and then Onslaught. Okay. Once you've knocked down the the Mummymon the third time, you just gate out. And then you gate out and well, after you get all your tech ups. If you haven't got all your tech ups yet, then you go back in, get the tech ups real quick, and then switch your other weapons. But usually, one round will get you all of your techs maxed before they fall down a third time. Invincible? No, because I want to set up the glitch, so I'll go with Divine Core. Speed, Defense ROM, because those are the only important things. And then I could go Beast Board, but usually I go Achilles Board. What's my strength? 5600 versus 6306. Yeah, I'll go with Achilles Board. I've actually done the Ancient Ruins so many times now, I memorized the best path throughout every floor of that dungeon now, at this point. There we go. Onward. Yeah, I don't know why it shows that. Come on, guys, follow me. You haven't subbed yet? Disgraceful. No, it's fine. You don't have to sub, man. It's totally fine. I appreciate it, but it's fine. Come on over, guys. This is how you get your force tech worked really fast, by the way. You want to max your force tech? This is how you do it. 17 enemies. Alright, now they're all gathered up. Let's look at my tech stat. 6527 of a possible 7052. There you go. And I bet my force tech is already almost max. Let's see. No, 6630. Not almost, but maybe I waste one recovery. I have plenty of money, so not a big deal. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the sub. And Matthew, yeah, I don't mind if you sub or don't sub, man. It's totally fine. It doesn't make a difference to me, guys. But the main content of this channel is just RPGs in general, hence the name, RPG Fanatic. I just happen to be playing a lot of Digimon World 4 lately. just barely get an attack out to me, huh? That's unfortunate. I thought I had good enough positioning here, but I guess not. And I'm maxed. I don't need to use a full MP heal, so let's just use that. Let's do power up, and that should get me to... Need the gate disc. Actually, I probably need to use another MP heal. There we go. Yeah, I know you told me about a week or two ago. I'm just saying it didn't matter to me if you did or not. It's okay. It's not a deal breaker, man. There we go. Oh, whoops, wrong one. No, oh darn it. Oh well. There we go. He's dead. Oh wait, whoa. Whoa, did I get that in time? Oh, it's a meteor board. Wow. Well, I guess I'll keep the yellow one, get rid of the white one. Might as well. It was free. Might as well take it. Come on, buddy. Skip these guys, take a right, go down the steps. Easy. Skip these guys, break this. And there's what I was waiting for. Heal circle. I hate these guys so much. There we go. Pain in the butt. Skip this. Power up. Ready power down. They're all power down? That was really lucky. Normally I get hit a lot by that thing, but don't need to anymore. Yeah, you need to clear that room to beat the dungeon. That is true. But I'm not trying to beat the dungeon though, so. Wow, getting really lucky with the power downs here. Interesting. Notice the attack speed is still maxed out right now. It's gonna slow down pretty quick though. There we go. Now, there's the important piece of this, right there. You get 0. If you kill the scorpions with 0 HP glitch active, you just get 0 experience. That's all that happens. I've done that. I even did that on that video I made using the glitch, I think. And here's where the glitch can be activated, right here. This is why I carry Meteor Force. Okay, I have this is correct. I need to, oh, whoops, wrong thing. I actually need Divine Quran. I need to remove this, okay? Come on, buddy. Follow the leader. This is the kind of tedious part here, is getting this to follow you, but it's worth it. It's worth it. Oh, the cutscene? I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh, I see what you're saying. What happens? Okay, that's a good question. I don't know. Alright, now that I'm in the heal circle and I got this guy next to me here, let's get him into a corner and let him beat the everlasting stuff out of me. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Lower, yep, that's right. Lower my HP. Yep, there we go. Alright, and now to show off the glitch. How to do this. Reactivate power up just in case. Save state. And that was the wrong. Okay. Try again. See, I don't have the timing down that well. There we go. Got it. And now, all I have to do is go into this menu here and move an item around, and there we go. HP is fully restored. I need assault ram, right? I need speed chip, yes. Oh, and I need, of course, I need drain ram. I actually don't think I need drain ram. I think I actually could sustain my health without it, but I need invincible, which, yeah, it's still white. I know. Haven't bothered to upgrade that yet. And now I have experience board, and there we go. 6,396 strength. And, yeah. And no curse status, as you can see. Now, something to note, if you do this glitch and you walk back into the heal circle, you will get curse status back. So don't heal yourself, and you must do it this way. And now, it's going to take a little bit for the curse status to kind of move back into normal. There we go. Let's see. Yeah, see? My attack speed is maxed. And occasionally it kind of like it slows down for just a moment. I don't know why it does that, but anyway, and there you go. That's how you do this. That's how you set up the glitch, and now you don't have curse status. You have max attack speed, and I use a one-handed weapon so that I always stay in this corner. That's it. That's all you have to do. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the stream. And I need to set this up. Just give me a second. I tried doing the glitch again to see if it would stack the strength boost, but it doesn't. It does not. It does not stack, unfortunately. At least as far as I tried. There's something else I wanted to try to do to see if I get the stack, but I didn't make it out to try that. So Kurumi, hopefully I'm saying that right. I hope this clears up how to get this, how to start doing this. Yeah, and if you have power up, use power up, because right now power up is going to be here permanently now. So just keep that in mind. So I'm always going to have almost 6,400 strength with experience board on. So as you can see, the enemies are dying very fast. But alright, guys. I'll see you later. Thanks for coming to watch the stream. Really appreciate it. And I'll see if I can get a video posted on how to